Come da poca picchita va bene, se tu la parla miezza americano, quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come da bene in capo di I love you.
Hello, everyone. This is Vinny, and I am David, known as the Dog Father. Vinny and I took a little sabbatical, so we apologize. We need a little time off. It was getting a little ridiculous at times, you know. So Vinny now, he's just relaxing with me. As you can see, taking it easy out here in Italia. And today's a really good show. And it's a good show because I'm giving away the #1 secret why people fail at dog training. But you want me to get to the point, huh? But you got to understand, you got to reverse engineer this to understand it. So work with me, okay? I'll tell you now. It's deeper than just a technique. Obviously, if I'm speaking to you directly in your native language, telling you what to do, how to hold the leash, body language, tone, speed, everything I can try to teach you over my years' experience, and the dog's still not behaving, there's a reason for it when clients step away, whether I've done boot camps or done private lessons. Dog trainers that really know what they're doing find the same frustration. The true secret to training a dog for a client. What is it? What is it about you people that don't get it trained and other people do get it trained? Revealing the secret. So follow me on this one, guys. To think means that I'm going to say something and you may say something and we both take the risk of offending one another. We're thinking. Remember that. Because the fact I may think and have an opinion or an idea may offend you, vice versa. But I would rather live in a world where I can think and I have the freedom of thinking, you have the freedom of thinking, we could be best friends. But the idea that we have freedom of thought is how we learn. I don't want you just to have an opinion or I just have an opinion, right? Like the old expression, you say, hey, I live alone. Who's to say I'm an asshole, right? I got to have an opinion, someone else. Therefore, thinking. But if I told any of you in the public, don't think, you would say you're crazy. Of course I'm going to think, right? So really, what is the secret in dog training? Where am I going with this? People feel they're going to feel, operative word, hurt the dog physically, or feel that they're going to hurt somebody's feelings. So you've got someone who's watching you and the public doesn't like what you're doing with your dog or how you treat your child. So they don't want to see you angry. They want to see you very soft, right? There's a reason for this. If I keep adding to the list of feelings of what, oh, you may hurt the dog, the trachea is going to be hurt, keep the collar up high on the animal, right? All this nonsense that you see in social media make you paranoid. There's more chances you getting run over by a bus than the rest of the crap they have on social media to make you afraid to live your life. It's about what the public thinks. What they think of a pit bull, or even owning a pit bull. What they think of how I treat the pit bull, or what I say to them, or I was too direct. They don't like that. Everything has to know. They don't like the word no in the narcissistic societies either. All the media makes you that way. So where am I going with this? Get to the point, right? What's the secret? Follow me, guys. If I keep adding to the list, every day I add more offenses to the list. Don't say that because I'm offended. Don't say this, I'll be offended. Don't train the dog with a chain collar because it harms the animal. All this is a play on your feelings and emotions. Little by little, every day, you keep agreeing you just want to go home and you don't want to be bothered. You just want to go home and you don't want conflicts. Good people don't like to get in trouble and fight. What you don't realize is you just gave away your First Amendment rights. You gave away your freedom. No one took it from you. You gave it away. Now you're afraid to talk out of fear of offending someone or someone being upset the way you train your dog. So everything I teach you as a dog trainer or someone else teaches you, you're afraid in public people will criticize. You're afraid you're hurting your dog. So you're not going to do it because out of fear. So this is a perfect way to make people stop thinking. Keep adding to the list of their emotions. This will hurt people. Oh, I don't want to hurt somebody. I'm going to be quiet now. I don't want to hurt my animal. Heavens no. I keep getting ridiculed. So I'm not going to train the dog the way David asked me to. So little by little, I no longer think. I am just a sheep. Welcome to our society of 2023. That's the real reason dogs don't ever get trained. You need to not give up your First Amendment rights to think and express yourself. That's the risk we have when we are thinkers. When you train a dog, I know Americans aren't very good at math, by the way, okay? So when you bring together two dogs traveling at a dog park, running at 25 miles an hour, and they weigh 70, 80 pounds each, that energy of the molecular weight of 70, 80 pounds condensed, head-on collision, two dogs at 25 to 30 miles an hour, the energy produced at that time when they hit each other and knock each other over is much greater than any type of little leash snap that you may be doing on a dog, okay? The weight of coming together and hitting each other at 25, 30 miles an hour, the molecular weight of the animal is much greater than me snapping on the leash, telling my dog to move him, okay, or getting his attention. Dogs spend hours at the dog park running into each other, bumping into each other. And when they're doing this, they're producing more energy on each other than I ever told you to do with the technique. So logic and thinking should tell you the dog's not harmed. Working breeds aren't going to be trained like pugs. The secret to dog training is you going back to thinking and not caring about what other people's opinions are. Would you listen to the opinion of a poor person telling you how to get rich? Someone living there in poverty says, I'm going to tell you how to get $1 million. No, you wouldn't. You would laugh, wouldn't you? Don't listen to the public who's preaching to you with no experience training dogs other than the few that they've had, and who's to say they were really trained. What is the real science to dog training is right here. Your orbitals, it's called your eyeballs. What you see is science. Someone claiming and repeating science, as I see on some of these YouTubers, that some of these guys have eyes that look like a pug, frankly, I think, and they're out harassing the rest of the dog trainers in the world. These people have never proven anything. They just repeat a science that is fantasy. Show me. My eyes will determine what is science. So now you know the true science of dog training, why some people succeed and some people fail.